Sajid Kaur and back with a new topic that is related to essay writing. So in this part, we are going to cover up a very essential component that comes under the parameter of grammatical range and accuracy. Okay. So firstly, I just want you to have a look at the band descriptor here, that is the public version. It means 80% of the evaluation criteria we are already aware of. So a 9-band essay says that in grammatical range and accuracy, you should be using a wide range of structures with full flexibility and accuracy. Rare minor errors occur only as slips. Fine. Now let's check out it. What does 8-band essay says regarding the grammatical range and accuracy part. Uses a wide range of structures. The majority of sentences are error-free, makes only very occasional errors or inappropriacies. 7-band essay. Okay, so it is saying that uses a variety of complex structures, produces frequent error-free sentences, has good control of grammar and punctuation, but may make a few errors. Now you can check out that if you want to score 7 bands and even further, that is 8 band and 9 bands, you have to show a variety of or a range of structure there. So we already are aware that there are 3 kinds of sentence structures: simple, compound and complex, right? Now I want to teach one more sentence structure in today's video that is related to conditionals. Okay. This is also a part of grammatical range and accuracy because this is one of the kind of sentence structure here that is known as conditionals. So conditionals can be used both as the supporting ideas. Okay, suppose you want to explain, you want to prove further your point, you want to give supporting ideas in support to the main ideas, or if you want to quote any example there. So conditionals are there. You can use them in both of the methods, whether as your supporting idea or as an example, right? So now this is clear that they are very important. Simple, compound and complex structure are there. Except them, we are also having conditional. So conditionals are basically of 5 kinds. Okay, the basic knowledge about them is very compulsory here because they all are having different rules. They all are having different sentence structure to follow here. Okay, and they are obviously having different uses according to your past, present and future tense. Okay, so first one, we are having zero conditional. Okay, so zero conditional, as you know that the indication of any conditional sentence is if. So whenever you are going to write any conditional sentence, it is going to be definitely accompanied with the word if. Okay, so if clause will be made up of present simple tense and your result clause will be present simple tense. So any conditional sentence is basically going to be divided into 2 parts. First is going to be your if clause, right? And second one is going to be your result, or in other words it can be said outcome clause, right? So zero conditionals are those conditionals which are made up of present simple. The first if clause will be made up of present simple tense and the result clause will also be in present simple tense. For example, if you heat water at 100 degrees, it boils. This is a general truth. This is relevant today also, this was relevant in the past too, and this is going to be relevant in the future. Okay, so this is a general truth here, universal truth here. So to present these kind of conditional, we always use zero conditional. And let's check out the usage, that where we can use these kind of conditional to talk about things that are always true, like a scientific fact. Okay, so as I've already clarified it to you that they are basically used when we are talking about some general truth, that they are going to remain truth every time, whether we talk about past, future or present, right? So the rule for them is present simple and present simple. Both of the clauses will be in present simple tense only. Now next one, we are having first conditional. Okay, so first conditional will be made up of present simple. Okay, your if clause is going to be in present simple tense and your result clause or outcome clause is going to be in simple future. Let's have a look at one example here. If it's sunny, we will go to the park. You can check out if it's sunny. This is your present simple tense. We will go to the park. This is your will. That is denoting future here. Okay. So where we can use first conditional to talk about possibilities in the present or in the future. So the things that are possible, that can happen in the future or in the near present. Okay. Then to denote these kind of situation, to denote these kind of conditions, we have to use first conditional. Okay, zero conditionals were about general truths. First conditionals are about the possibilities, about the present and future possibilities. Okay, just remind this word. Now second conditional. So second conditionals, if clause is made up of past simple tense and your result clause is going to be in present conditional. Okay. Now example is saying that if I won $1 million, I would buy a new car. Okay, so if I won $1 million, so here one is the V2 is like the verb second form here, though it is written by using verb second form here, it usually denotes past simple tense here, but again this is some kind of imagination that is related to present only. Okay, though the sentence is going to be written by using the V2 that is past simple tense, but here we are talking about present situation. Okay, and your result clause will end up be in model. Any model you can use. There is not hard and fast rule that you have to use would only. Okay, so your result clause will show any kind of model: might, may, would, should. Okay, should not going to be a could. Okay, now check out the uses: imaginary situations in the present or future. As I told you that though we are writing V2 here, but they are about imaginary situation in the present or future. For example, if I won $1 million, I would buy a new car. तो मैं अभी इमेजिन कर रही हूँ कि अगर मेरे पास $1 million होंगे तो मैं एक न्यू कार खरीदूंगी. आप यूजुअली बोलते हो इफ आई हैव दिस amount of money, then I would like go to Canada. Okay, so the result is going to be in the future, kind of wish. Okay, it's a kind of wish or desire into your heart or mind, but this is about any imaginary situation that is, we can say that possible or maybe impossible, that has not occurred at that time, but we are imagining about it. Okay, but when we are having a great possibility, then in that scenario we are going to use first conditionals. Now the third conditionals. So your if clause is going to be in past perfect, and again your result clause is going to be made up of any model plus have, or you can say past participle. Let's check out the example plus the uses of this third conditional. If the weather had been good, we would have gone water skiing. Okay? Uses imaginary situations in the past. थर्ड कंडीशनल को याद करने का बेस्ट मेथड यही है दैट वी आर रेग्रेटिंग. ओके, कुछ पास्ट में हो जाता है बट वी आर रेग्रेटिंग इट फॉर नाउ. ओके, कि ऐसा अगर हो जाता देन रिजल्ट कुछ डिफरेंट होना था. So we use third conditional about the past situation that cannot be changed. We are just regretting on them. Okay, this is totally related to past situation and they are imaginary situations again because the scenario was totally different to what we are imagining now. जो होना था वो हो चुका है, बट वी आर इमेजिनिंग कि बट इसकी जगह कुछ और हुआ होता देन रिजल्ट ऐसा होना था. बट नाउ वी कांट चेंज द पास्ट. ओके, वी कैन नॉट मूव इन द टाइम, मूव बैक इन द टाइम, सो वी हैव टू जस्ट regret on the situation and we are regretting it. Okay? Now the next one is we are having mixed conditionals. So mixed conditionals are made up of past perfect tense and the result clause is going to be in present conditional here. If I had listened to your advice, I wouldn't be in the mess. Okay, and these are used present result of a past condition. So something has happened in the past and but we are still having the effect for that. In that sense, we have to use mixed conditional. So now you are aware of all the types of the conditional here. I have told you that where we can use them because the use of every kind of condition is different according to the tenses. Okay, now how we can use them into our essay when we are writing IELTS essay. Okay, but before that I just want to make clarify that some people also refer to them as real conditionals and hypothetical conditionals. Basically, the real conditionals are the first conditional that we have already covered up, and hypothetical conditionals are your second one and the third conditionals that come under the category of hypothetical conditionals. Okay, so your first conditional, let's have a look at some more example. If it rains, the match will be cancelled. I told you that your first if clause is going to be present simple. Okay, and the result is going to be in the future. If I drink coffee now, I would not sleep later. Fine. If you call him, he will be happy. If we go out, we can go for a movie. If you know the truth, you must tell him. So the motive behind showing these examples is that you are not just supposed to use the would model here. You can choose to use any kind of model according to the situation. Okay, now hypothetical conditions. For example, if I won the lottery, I would buy a new house. Okay, if I won the lottery, I would buy a new house. It means this is your second conditional. It means that though we have written V2 here, but we are imagining it in present or future. Okay, if I won the lottery, अगर मैं lottery जीतता हूँ, I would buy a new house. This is not about past. This is an imagination about present or future. Okay, But third conditional, this is the second example here. If I had known his father has expired, I would not have asked. So this is the example of your third conditional. Now we are regretting upon something that has already happened in the past. We can't change it. Okay. Now everyone has seen that what were the situations around when we were into like suffering from the corona disease, when the corona was wreaking havoc in the society. Then suppose you have been asked to write an essay on corona or the solutions regarding to that, and if you want to use conditional sentences there, okay, as an example or supporting idea, I have given you examples out of all the conditionals here, that how can you write them accordingly. Okay, so first example is about your first conditional. If people follow the rules, it will limit the spread. Okay, so it means that this first conditional is showing that the situation is still into our control. By reading this first sentence, we can get an idea that we are talking about something that is possible here. Okay, if people follow the rules, it will limit the spread. Okay, so this is example of your first conditional. It means this is talking about possibility कि अगर हमने rules follow करने start कर दिए अभी, then result इसका कुछ अलग होगा. It means it will limit the spread. Okay, now same thing I am going to write by using the second conditional. If people followed the rules, it would flatten the curve. If people followed the rules, it would flatten the curve. This is the example of your second conditional here. But the thing is same here, but now the meaning has changed. If people follow the rules, it will flatten the curve. It means again this is a kind of possibility here, but imaginary situation. So we are imagining something that is related to present and future. Okay, so this is the example of your second conditional. Now the same thing I am going to write by using the third conditional. If people had followed the rules, many lives would have been saved. Now this is all about regretting, that we are regretting on that. We cannot go back into the past, we cannot change the past, but we are regretting on that. That's why we have used the third conditional here. Okay. Next example is out of your mixed conditional. If people had followed the rules, we wouldn't be in this situation now. So this is that something has happened in the past, but the effect is still in present. Okay, we have been affected by some action or something that has happened to us in the past. We are still the victim to that. We are facing the results or repercussion right now. Okay. So if lockdown continues, it may ruin the economy. So this is, they are talking about possibility here. Okay, and you can check out your first if clause is also in present simple tense, and the result is in the by using the model here. Okay, if the government imposed a curfew, it could trigger unrest here. This is about your imaginary situation about the present and future. Okay, last one is if the government had acted sooner, they might have contained the outbreak. This is all about again regretting here. They are just regretting on the past situation, but now it cannot be controlled. Now it cannot be changed. Okay, now the real time comes here when we are going to check out some examples at how we can include these kind of conditionals into our speaking also, IELTS speaking plus IELTS writing essay. Okay, so one thing to keep in mind is there that while speaking module, you can choose to use any personal examples. Suppose if you can use the words I, he, she, personal pronouns. Okay, but when you are writing an essay, try to make your conditionals universal. There should be less use of personal pronouns like I, we, he, she. Okay, now this is the example. Should government provide international aid to other countries? This is one of the question prompt, and if we want to write any conditional sentence and we want to support our ideas or we want to quote an example, so we will be writing like this. While writing example in body paragraph, conditionals can be used. For example, if the government provides monetary support to other nation, then it will lack money to invest locally. तो क्वेश्चन है आपका कि अगर जो गवर्नमेंट है उसको इंटरनेशनल एड प्रोवाइड करनी चाहिए, फॉर एग्जांपल बीइंग इनटू इंडिया को किसी और कंट्री को फाइनेंशियल एड प्रोवाइड करनी चाहिए व्हेन इट इज़ रिक्वायर्ड. ओके, तो हमने बॉडी पैराग्राफ उस पर बेस करने हैं एंड आई वांट टू यूज सम कंडीशनल इनटू दैट बॉडी पैराग्राफ, देन इट शुड बी लाइक दिस वन. So I have used the word monetary support here. It is regarding money, as you can check out. Financial support is also known as monetary support here. If the government provides monetary support to other nation, then it will lack money to invest locally. So I have used here a possible condition. Okay? You can check out that the result clause is in the future. I am imagining something that is the example of your first conditional here. Okay? It means your first clause, that is your if clause, is written by using the present simple tense, and the result is going to happen in the future. Okay, it means we are talking about something possible here that could happen. Next one example is regarding some other essay, and this essay is related to that why people from rural areas are migrating to urban areas. Okay, and we also want to include some conditionals here into body paragraph. Then it would be written like this: if a country dweller is unable to find public transport to get to work locally, that person will inevitably consider moving to city where infrastructure is far better established. Okay, so these are just the two examples that how can you include conditionals into your every kind of essay. They are not restricted. There is not any kind of prohibitions that you cannot use conditional for problem solution essay or other kind of essay. You can use these kind of conditional whether as your supporting ideas or examples into any kind of essay. Okay, now there is last example that how can you include your conditionals into your speaking module also. For example, do you think advertisements are important? So this is one of the example from follow-up question. That is the last part of your speaking interview. Do you think advertisements are important? So to give answer, I can say that yes, definitely advertisements are good source for the promotion. In other words, publicity of products that are newly introduced into the market. Okay. For example, if I need to introduce new brand of car, being the owner of that company, I will surely take help of advertisement as it will help me to publicize the brand in mass. So here, for example, I have presented condition as example here. Now you can check here that I have used the word I, that is personal pronoun, that is totally allowed if you want to use them into your speaking module, but they are prohibited to be used in your writing module. Don't try to use personal pronouns as conditional forms into your essay. Okay, so this is how you can support your ideas in better way. Okay, and you can also show your range of sentence structure by using conditional in both your speaking and writing module. I hope that everything is clear. This is not just a kind of difficult topic, though I know that there are 5 kind of conditional. You have to check out the difference between all of them and the usages of all of them. Okay, then only you can use them properly. Just keep in mind the proper usage of all the conditionals and keep in mind all the rules that are related to them. Okay, so this is all about our conditional. Try to use them in both of your modules, but avoid personal pronouns in your essay. Okay, I hope that everything is clear now, and I will meet you in the next part, and we will be discussing new topic regarding essay writing. Till then, stay connected, stay healthy. Thank you so much.